All right, we're live. Let's get rocking and rolling, guys. I am so fired up, so excited to be chatting with everybody today. We are going to do a brief Monday message today because people are home. It's Labor Day. People are answering their phones. They're in good mood. So we're going to get right back to jamming away on the dial jam. So we're going to do a brief message. I want you to hear from some of my friends today. We've got an organization on the team that is getting ready to make a massive, massive move, and I want you to hear from them. But where are we at? We are up big time. I shared last week that we were up in July over double what we did in February, and the final numbers for August are in, and we went and beat July by a good bit again. So we continue this upward rise as a team. And it's the whole alliance that's on the rise right now. We are helping lead that. In fact, so much so that Andy has Soto and me hosting the agency manager extreme bonus call. So we are leading a charge in the alliance, and it is happening like crazy here. Which, speaking of, we're going to do the recognition for the submit numbers this week. And again, please send in a report. Send in a report. We need the client, type of product sold, and premium volume. Send that in through your key leader. If you're on Soto's team, send it in through Soto because we need that information to get you recognition. We want to recognize you. And it's important to know product. It's important to know volume. It's important to know what volume from what products. It helps us predict what's going to happen, and it helps us be prepared to have the right resources at your disposal. So we need those reports every week. Send it in on Friday, what you did from that previous Friday through Thursday, because we know here's what's crazy. We know we did more than what we're seeing go in this week. With this, we don't get good data from the carriers on submit. It shows up in issue paid, but we want to recognize you sooner. All right, so let's get going with all producers over $1,000 for the week. We'll start with Austin Heater, $1,035.56. Ricky Boyles, $1,200. Carl Tia Oaks, $1,337.64. Keith Phillips, $1,445.76. Bailey Wright, $1,835.16. Noel and Brittany Wilson, $2,087.28. Kim Diaz, $2,375.64. Mateo Adams, $2,528.52. Mark Hutchison, $2,856.72. Sheena Flowers, $2,994.24. And Sheena, Billy's telling me that already this month you've submitted 8,200. That is awesome. Keep rocking. I know, Sheena, you'll be one of those $10,000 a week producers. In fact, that's a big message we want to get out to everybody. It's time for $10,000 producers to rise up because we've got the talent. All right, number 8. Let's see. I'm lost here. All right, Melinda Norvell, $3,479.64. She's a new direct here in our base shop. In fact, we had 3 new directs write business this week in the base shop here. Brandon and Ashley Beal, $4,445. Evan Patzer, $4,468.08. Gustavo and Mercedes Tehran, $5,156.04. Sabrina Floyd, $6,966.12. Diana Castile, $7,079.52. Almost had a lamp fall over there. I was trying to adjust the lamp and it almost fell. Lost my place here. So Diana Castile, $7,079.52. Jeremico Edwards, $8,197.08. And Billy and Ada Crane leading the way, $11,425.32. And like I said, I know we have more business than that go in. So that's why we want those submit numbers coming from you every week, because we want to give you the recognition. We want more recognition, more and more recognition. So a change we've made now, instead of key leader and above, we're going to do agency manager and above. As you know, we've had 2 new qualified agency managers. We have other people close to qualifying. So this leaderboard is changing. All right, we'll start the top 4 agency managers last week. We'll start with Evan Patzer, $5,293.92. Number 3, Eduardo Soto, $22,069.96. Number 2 would be my base shop, $23,614.68. And number 1 would be Jeremico Edwards, new qualified agency manager, leading the way last week, $24,714.60. Way to go, guys. Like I said, I know the crazy thing is we know more business than this went in. So just get those reports in. We want to recognize you. We want to recognize you more than you could possibly imagine. In fact, we might want to recognize you more than you want the recognition. That's how much we want to recognize. And we want to keep this flow going, this crazy flow we've got. Monday, we dial to book Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, we dial again to book Friday, Saturday. One of the new messages you're going to hear all through the Alliance is 10,000 a week, no matter what. No matter what it takes, 10,000 a week. That's going to be the new minimum. You saw in the past, we would say 20 appointments a week. Now we've gone to 40 plus a week. Now what you're going to see is 10,000 issue paid every single week, no matter what. That's where we want to get you to. That's that we're going to pour the resources on. We'll help you every way you can. All we can. We'll help you every way we can. We just need you to bring the fire, bring the work ethic, bring the passion. All right, let's go to recruiting. Let's see. I think I got all of my information there. Let's go to recruiting. We'll go to completed fast tracks last week, all with one direct completed fast track. You've got Noel Wilson, Charles Avery. I believe Charles Avery also submitted his first policy this week as well, or last week. I saw that on BAN. Mark Hutchison won, Eduardo Soto won, and Lauren Lapointe won with 3 direct completed fast tracks. You've got Billy and Ada Crane in my base shop. With 4 direct completed fast tracks, you've got Rogers and Kim Strotter and completed fast tracks. Number 1 for the week last week, Brandon and Ashley Beal with 5. All right, enrolled in licensing last week, all with 1 direct enrollee in licensing. You got Evan Patzer, Jason Aversa, Irma Moss Bryant, and Brandon and Ashley Beal. With 2 direct enrollees in licensing last week, you got Rogers and Kim Strotter in leading the way in enrollments in licensing last week. Again, my base shop leading the way. With direct completed contracts last week, you got Eduardo Soto with 1. You got Randy Schroeder, who's one of my new directs, also getting a new direct. Way to go. And then the base shop, again, leading the way in contracts, direct contracts last week with 3. All right, promotions from last month, all brand new IBAs, which means they got their first piece of business submitted, issue paid, and the money in the bank. You got Bailey Wright, Ricky Boyles, Theodora Griffin, Regina Carson, Anthony Ford, Danica Gaston, Charles Avery, Joseph Mitchell Jr., Sue Anime, and let's see. Oh, I've lost my place here. Terrell Foy, Lenoris Washington, Samantha Chase. All right, now new qualified business developers. You got Evan Fawcett and Kevin Hughes, Sheena Flowers, Carlita Oaks. Then with qualified team builder now, Kyle Fawcett, qualified team leader, Sabrina Floyd. I see you coming, Sabrina Floyd, and 2 new qualified agency managers, Evan Patzer and Jeremico Edwards. Way to go. So fired up. So proud of you guys. All right, so here's what I want to do. I want to get to, we've got an organization on the team that is getting ready to make a massive move September, October, November, December. They're going to make a move that the whole alliance, it's gonna shake them up. It's going to mess them up. So I want to turn them loose here for a little bit on you. We're going to start with Mr. Billy Crane. Billy, come on, turn your camera on, turn your audio on, and just light us up, brother.
Steven, Davies Nation. It's Monday. What is it, the 2nd Monday of September? You know, and just crazy excitement about what's going on and what's about to happen, y'all. I don't know if the Alliance is ready, because we about to make some moves that I don't know has been made maybe since Davies and maybe Lampy, but we about to just do some major stuff. And before I really say what we doing, I want y'all to know that this isn't just talk. Let me give you an idea. So we got Sheena Flowers, who Steven already talked about $8,200 and submitted already. But this is the key. She's already submitted for a $500 a week GMR. You got a lady like Erin Freeland, who has a $300 a week GMR. You got another lady like Latasha Patterson, $500 GMR. You got 2 new people, Lauren LaPointe and Rashawn West. They have $800 a week GMRs. So when I tell you guys things are about to happen, it's not because we just blowing smoke. It's because we got activity. Then on top of that, we've talked to the people who got school schedules. So we talked about the people with kids, and we're We're putting things in place to say, okay, you're going to have these responsibilities, what days you're going to run. So we're actually mapping it out too. And because of all that, I just want y'all to know, I'm going to take my glasses off. I just want y'all to know, like this Crane team, this Crane Nation, we about to do some big things in the alliance. Like this month, Steven, I think I already committed to it. I said 150,000. I think I want to do a team goal to over 200,000. Like I'm feeling really good about some of the stuff we got going right now. Downstairs, you got a guy like Will Logan and Mario Tucker making dials. They came to my house to make dials. This weekend, had a young guy named Jacob. He stays 3 hours away, drove down here to run appointments with me so he can get more comfortable. Like I'm telling you, Steven, like I'm not just talking. We got people taking action. We got people making sacrifice because what? Sacrifice before success. Like we got people, like I got 2 people on the team who even took a leave of absence for work just so they can go all in. Will Logan and Latasha Patterson. Like Steven, we are out here to just take over. We believe we know what we want and we know how to get it. And we know how to get it is invest and we working. We investing and we working. We investing and we working and we coming. So I don't know how many people in here from Soto's team or when they watch this later, just know we coming for you. Bill, Austin, Evan, Sabrina, whoever else on that call, we coming. Hey, buddy, we are coming, we are coming, we are coming. So I just want to leave off with this. It ain't about me. It's about the team. And I want y'all to get a look at some of these faces, and y'all going to hear the names of some of these people that's coming on, and they coming on strong. 10,000 a week, hella high water. Crane team is coming to take over not just Davies Nation, but the Alliance. And in all seriousness, though, it's to hopefully motivate us all, to help us all get to our goals and dreams, to help us all achieve the things that we want and desire. So just know, if it takes us, a rising tide lifts all ships, we about to make one hell of a rising tide, baby. So I want everybody on the team, show them your faces. Let them see who you are. Let them know that we are here and we coming, baby. Woo! Yeah, look at him.
Up, brother.
Look at him. Look at him.
Oh, got me fired up, dude. Thank you, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. Hey, and I'm telling you, when people don't like competition, it's because they misunderstand competition. It's because they have a skewed view of competition. Competition is a good thing. Competition is not me against you. Competition is me next to you trying to get to our best us. And we're looking at each other to push each other. That's what competition is. And that's what the Cranes are bringing. That's what Jeremico's bringing. That's what this whole team's bringing. I'm telling you, I wanted to get these guys on the call because they started talking. It started Friday, actually started the previous Friday. And we started looking at what they were going to do in the month of September. And it is just, has been building and building and building and building. And it's, you're just getting this much. What you saw, the Fire and Billy Crane, you're getting this much. I love seeing the team too. I love it. That is just awesome, dude. Thank you for your leadership, dude. Andy is so fired up about you and your team. He is crazy fired up about you guys, and you can see why. All right, Jeremico, come on, bro. Turn your camera on. Tell some of the good stuff. So you guys are going for #1 leg in Davies Nation first.
#1 leg, baby.
Then going and taking over the Alliance. I love it, man. I'm going to turn it over to you for a few minutes.
Okay, cool. Hey, man, look. It really got me fired up. I was just texting your wife, Steve, and I was trying to find out how come all of our fast tracks are not there. Because I know I had 3 fast tracks last week, and I had 2 people get into licensing. But she said that, all y'all numbers don't show up either. So that's fine. We'll do a sneak attack. That's fine. So don't announce the numbers. We'll just like, hey, when all my new agents start coming on, it'll be like a sneak attack. But man, I'm so fired up to be able to help the Davies team. Being qualified agency manager, it's been a long time coming. And so now the good news is we've got momentum behind us. So like Billy told you some of the numbers. I got Cartia Oak. She's out there doing, like, her goal this month is 20,000, and she's already around 8,000. So her goal is 20,000 a month. Since when, Stephen? I've been with you for about 9 years. Since when have anybody, like, it's been a minute since we've had new people come on and do 20,000 the first month. Heck, there's people that's been here for years that haven't did 20,000. But now we got new people coming on and doing it in a month. So it's like the momentum is pulling up everybody. And all we can do is keep on pouring gas on the fire. Like, we're gonna keep moving up. September, we're looking at 300,000 for our team. 300,000. Now that'll put us up there with Diane Lampy and I think not Paul Roberts, but like a Diane Lampy and some of these other people. Like, that'll put us up there with these big leaders. It'll definitely put us past Soto. I love Soto, but it's time for somebody to pass him and be number one in Davies' organization. And so we've been listening to Ed for the last 2 years. So now we're going to pass him and we're going to be number one. Now the good news is we're all gonna push each other up. So we're gonna pass him, and then he's gonna push us up another layer because he's gonna work harder as well. Now, I won't say he's gonna pass us back, but he's gonna push us up another level because he's gonna go up another level. But the momentum that we have is crazy. And here's what I tell you: momentum is real. From what I've been seeing this last month, with what the team is doing, with even myself, like me doing 30,000. Now this month I'm going for 50,000. Why the heck not go for 50,000? If you've been doing 20, 30, 30, 30, 30, then 40, why not go for your best month? Why not have your best month? Why not you? Why not this month? People don't think momentum is real. And I'll tell you, like, I'm here to tell you that it's real. With the stuff we're seeing, with how fast new people are getting going, how fired up we're finding people. If you don't have momentum, you may find some people, but it's hard to get them going. But with momentum, you just throw them right into the camaraderie and they get started. So that's what we're doing. Like, we're throwing people into the camaraderie. We're throwing people out there and they're getting started. Now, we are training them, but it's just like they don't have a choice but to move fast because we're moving fast. So myself, Billy, Rogers, I mean, we are committed to helping people. We're committed to giving the Davies Nation and the Alliance our best us. And so whoever want to come join us, would love to have you. If you want to watch us, that's fine. I would suggest you get on your best behavior, you get on your best production, you get on your best endeavors, you get on your best routine. If I were you, I would get on your best these next few months. Because if you don't get on your best and come with us, you're going to watch us succeed. I was thinking about a team like Terry Edwards' team, and I was thinking about a team like Jason Ogamathis, and I love them. They were the first two to call me when I hit qualified agency manager. They called me, and I appreciate them. They've been at AM for a minute. What we're going to do is go right past them to district manager. So we're going to spark the whole alliance when we start growing. So I'm excited to see something like that happen. If I can, it'll be exciting to see me go from key leader to district manager and not even see the AM ring. Same with Billy. If we can see Billy go from key leader to district manager without even seeing the AM ring, that's like, who does that? We're going to do it. So we're looking forward to more meetings. Like, we're looking forward to all this COVID stuff being open with, to getting back together with everybody and just feeling our fire. I want to look in your faces again. And, we are different people now. Myself, Billy, like, we're different people from last year. And so come meet the new us. You're going to see the numbers on the leaderboards. That's the new us from here on out. So, come join us, come follow behind us. Come get into the camaraderie with us. Be a competitor. Just be strong. That's Stephen, I'm so fired up, man. I'm at a loss of words, man. But hey, thanks for having me on the call. I appreciate it. We are going to be Davies' number one leg. I guarantee in the next couple of months, that's what we're going to be. So, Stephen, I appreciate all your help, buddy.
I love it, dude. I love it, man. I love your fire. I love it. Who's going to do it? We're going to do it. I love it, man. That was certainty coming out of you guys. God, got me crazy fired up. I'm doing a call for doing a Zoom for Crane's team, oh man, there's just so much good stuff going on. So thank you for your leadership, brother. Let's keep rocking, man. Let's keep rocking. So here's where I want to end the call. Here's what I want to take the back, few minutes of this call and talk about. I want to talk about a difference maker. So there's a difference maker when it comes to just the people that talk a lot of talk, but can't ever seem to follow up, can't ever seem to get to follow through. And then the people that say big things and then do big things. We talked about staying power a couple weeks ago. This is a key ingredient in having that staying power, being that person that doesn't just talk the talk, but makes things happen. And it's the ingredient called maturity. Maturity is massive when it comes to making continuous results happen. It's massive when it comes to being someone that can be counted on. Who can you count on? You can count on a mature person. Who can you not count on? You cannot count on an immature person. And people confuse maturity with age. There are people that are 1,000 years old and have the maturity of a 5-year-old. And then there are people that I see young men in their 20s and young women in their 20s that have the maturity that far outpaces their age. So maturity and age are not linked together. We can't think just because we're older, we're more mature. That's not a thing. They work independently. I mean, age is going to keep trucking. You don't got to do nothing to get that going, right? But we have to work intentionally to grow our maturity so that we are becoming more mature. And when Jeremico said we're different people than we used to be, he is correct. That's why you're seeing the massive changes in Jeremico and Billy Crane, and you're seeing the results. And we're seeing that, you're seeing Evan Patzer go qualified agency manager. When people are different, it's because they're more mature. And when we can all think of people we've known our whole life and they're just as immature as they were back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That's the people you went to high school with that are still acting like we're all in high school. That's those people. That's not us. But we have to purposely work on maturity for it to happen. It doesn't just happen because we get older. So let's talk about 5 key ingredients here, and then we're going to get off the call because we got to get back on it today. If you have not hit the phones yet, Labor Day is an awesome time to hit the phones. People are home. I mean, it's right up there with snow days. I mean, as far as getting people home. All right, so let's get going. Number 1 ingredient we're going to talk about, knowledge. You have to keep taking in knowledge to be mature. That's why most people don't mature. I mean, you think about most people have not read a book of substance since they left school. That's most people. That's why they make the same dumb decisions over and over. That's why they bring dysfunction into their life. That's why they're always in a jam. Is because they haven't added anything to their knowledge pool. They're still attacking the world with the same knowledge they had when they left school. And you say, no, people taking new information. If they're not reading books, if they're not reading books of substance and putting stuff into them, they're not. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. And here's the thing. What got Soto to, I think they hit RM last month, what got Evan to qualified agency manager, what got Jeremico to qualified agency manager will not get them to EVP, will not get them to board member. What got them there won't get them to the next level. That's why you see people get stuck at levels. They get to a level and they stop taking in new information. You're going to need more information to move up higher. And so I can explain to you, Jeremico, why some people, and I'm not picking on the people you pointed that said that they've been an agency manager for a while. I'm telling you what happens when people plateau. Here's what happens when people plateau. They pull away from the person that was helping them get there. All of a sudden they're grown. All of a sudden they're going to do their own deal. And the problem is they only know how to get to where they're at. I only know how to get to where I'm at. If I pull away from the people like Andy, like if I quit watching the TWC, if I quit tuning into the activity call, if I quit being a proactive communicator with him, that's going to level me off. That's going to level me off. When people pull away from the person that's pulling them up because they've got it all figured out, the problem is now they're only playing with the knowledge that they got that got them there. That's all they got. That's all they got. That's why they can't. That's why they won't move up. That's why they get stuck. And so knowledge is a huge piece of growing in maturity. You talked about events, dude. I can't wait till we can have big conventions and get around each other. I'm with you. That it's places like that where you can grow. It's tuning into the Zoom. It's being on the TWC no matter what on Wednesday. It's being on the activity call on Friday. It's putting in those knowledge. It's what it is it's a childlike hunger for knowledge is what you've got to have. If you want to grow in maturity, you have to have a childlike hunger for knowledge. And if you think about the reverse of it, that's why most people don't mature as they go through life. All right, second key ingredient you want to get and keep is perspective. When you lack perspective, you lose the ability to see. When you lack perspective, you lose the ability to see. You don't see reality. When people lose perspective, they don't see the opportunities. When people lose perspective, they can't see that they can book 20 appointments. When people lose perspective, their grip on reality just slides away and they start to obsess over things. The more you slow down and breathe, the more perspective you can have. Take time, breathe, keep perspective. Keeping perspective is huge. And if you think about it, why we talk about immaturity, why do little kids throw their toys down the screen? Because they don't have perspective. Does that make sense? They don't think through to, hey, perhaps this other child is acting out in this manner because of this, and if I have some empathy for them, then I'll understand that because they lack maturity. Well, don't you see adults do that same thing? They lose perspective, they lose their mind, they put up a nasty message on social media, they fire off a nasty gram text, they lose perspective, and that causes a lack of maturity. Perspective. Be around people who are more knowledgeable than you and who think at a higher level. This is where perspective is key. Who you keep yourself around is key in perspective. If you allow yourself to be around dramatic people, you will lose your perspective. Nobody is above association. Nobody's impervious to environment. If you want to keep perspective, keep yourself around people that keep perspective. Don't be around people that flip out. Don't be around people that get mad. You know, be around people that lose their crap. You become like who you're around. If you're around people that keep perspective, that's why I love being around leaders like Paul Roberts. Keeps perspective, helps me keep perspective. Me keeping perspective, because he's helping me keep perspective, helps him keep perspective. That's why I love being around leaders like Andy. It helps me keep perspective. All right, number 3 ties in with knowledge, and that's skills. Now, it's easy to think of maturity as far as the skill set being, am I writing IULs? Am I writing annuities? And yes, that is part of it. Why? Because that's growing your skill set. The more you grow your skill set, the more you're growing, the more mature you're becoming. Writing med subs, writing the indemnity policies, adding all that to the mix. Yes, that's part of it, but it's also about life skills. It's learning coping skills. It's learning the skill of not letting drama into your life. You'll see people that don't have that skill, and it's because they're immature. You'll see them, they'll be trucking, just killing it. And then all of a sudden they bring drama into their life because they don't have the coping skills to keep it away. They don't have the life skills to keep it away. They don't have the life skills to keep that stuff away from them. So then they bring the drama into their life. They bring the dysfunction into their life. It gets them all off. It gets them all derailed. And then they got to get back to basics again. And it's they lack the skill of keeping that stuff away, of pushing that away. They lack the skill of knowing who is good and who is good to have in your life and who is bad to have in your life. They lack the skill of keeping people at bay that you don't need feeding into your life. It's a skill. So you want to constantly add not just to your toolbox of product skills and sales skills, learning how to sell big IULs. You don't want to just you want to keep adding that, but also adding to the life skills. How do you do that? Go back to number 1, knowledge. Put stuff in your mind and heart through reading. Put your stuff in your mind and heart through associating at a higher level that will teach you those coping skills, that will teach you those life skills. Yeah, I can still remember key times where I was around Andy and we were dealing with stuff, dealing with big things, dealing with big problems, and just watching how he processed and handled it, more valuable than college education. Way more valuable. I would have paid $100,000 just to watch them be in that experience, because it's a skill that has made me a lot of money since. It's a skill that's helped me, not just because life skills are full circle. It's not just about building a business. It's about building a life. And so being around people that have those skills getting coaching from people that have those skills, and getting coaching proactively before decisions are made. People will make a decision and then want me to coach them through that decision. And it's like, I can't coach you through that decision because I never would have done that. I never would have done that. I never would have done that. So I don't know how to coach through it. Does that make sense? But if it's proactive, it's ahead of time going, hey, here's what I'm thinking. Help me understand any flaws that I'm missing. Help me see any blind spots I'm not seeing. See, that coaching moment is a huge moment to pick up those skills. To pick up those skills. I've got my guy already doing this, and I hear you. I wouldn't have done that, man. If you'd come to me for coaching first, I'd have said, that's a bad idea. I've seen that work out terribly 8 ways to Sunday. So I don't know how to coach you through that because I wouldn't have done that. Because I went to Andy to get coaching before I would have made that decision. Does that make sense? So those coaching moments are huge skill builders. Huge skill builders. Don't miss out on those. All right. Number 4. This is the first 3 will work to build number 4, and that's character. Character is a huge piece of maturity. Remember, when it comes to character, every single decision is character building or character depleting. Every single decision, character building, character depleting. And even in stuff that we don't think matters. So let's say we're driving down the road, somebody accidentally cuts us off, and then we lose our crap, scream at them, just lose our cool. Let's say I was by myself in a car. That's not it's a character depleting moment you just had. Your character is now less than it was before. Same situation, you go, hey, everybody's safe, everybody's good, okay. Lord knows what they're dealing with, everything's fine. Character built. Now your character is bigger than it was before. Every single time. Billy Crane is a different person than he was before, because every time he's gotten on the dial jam Monday morning, 9 a.m., no matter what, his character has grown every single week because of that. And you too, that you've gotten on the dial jam every Monday, every Thursday. You are now a different person than you were 3 weeks ago, because you have built character through each of those decisions. Another character builder or depleter is keeping commitments. When we don't keep commitments, when we say I'm 10 grand a week, no matter what, and then we allow something to sidetrack us, our character is now less. When we go, I'm gonna write 10 grand no matter what, and we push and we make it happen, our character is now greater. When you do what you say you're going to do, your character grows. That's the most simple way I can think of expressing it. And so what do you take away from this character piece? 2 things. Keep every commitment and look for the character building decision. Don't react, because the way you react is the way you've always been reacting. We react in habits. Jeremico mentioned this, habits, your best habits, your reactive habits. We've got to take those up a notch to help you with this conviction piece. Makes sense? Or with character piece. I already gave number 5. That was an accident. What's the character building decision in this moment to make? What's the character building decision in my reaction with my spouse? What's the character building decision in my reaction with my child? What's my character building decision in my interaction with this recruit? What's the character building decision to make here? Look for those. Look for those. They're there. Our days are filled with them. Look for those. So how do you know what the character building decision is? We go back to the previous 3. What you're feeding yourself will help you understand what the character building decision would be. All right, the number 5 component. What you don't have to be is perfect. And that should be good news for all of us. Except for a couple of my buddies that think they're perfect. They're already there. But you don't have to be perfect. Number 5, conviction. Conviction. That's the no matter what. Did you see that in Billy? Did you see that in Jeremico? That's part of the reason I wanted them on today. When this was the message I wanted to get today, I was like, I need them to see the conviction in those guys' eyes, because it's there. Did you see it, Billy? I mean, it's quite frankly a little scary. I'm glad your boy came in the background, just kind of softened it a little bit, because it was right. But let me tell you, mature people are people of conviction. They are people of conviction. They're not, maybe so, maybe in, maybe out. Maybe I'll do 10 grand this week. Maybe I won't. Maybe you can count on me to show up. Maybe you can't. That's not mature people. Mature people you can count on. Like I joke around, me and Billy, we text every Sunday. Amongst the other times we text just to be like, hey, you good to go tomorrow? But it's such a meaningless text because I know where he's going to be 9 a.m. ready to jam. You know what I'm saying? That's what it takes. People of conviction. You look at someone like Paul Roberts, who has broken through to executive vice president. He's a man of conviction. You don't wonder where Paul stands. You don't wonder if Paul's going to show up. I'm not wondering if Paul will be there on the extreme manager bonus call. I don't wonder if Paul Roberts is going to work this week. I don't wonder if he's going to give his best this week. He's a man of conviction. Does that make sense? And it's the piece of maturity that makes mature people great finishers. It's the piece of maturity that it's the piece of maturity that makes winners so consistent. The people that win in life are people with conviction about the right things. That's the people that win in life. And when you say, what do you mean by win? Winning all the good stuff. Winning all the stuff that matters. Winning family, winning business, winning morals, winning, they win because they're people of conviction. That's the 5 components of maturity. I'm telling you, every single one matters. The first 3, fairly simple to keep working on. That's taking in knowledge, that's keeping perspective, and that's adding to our skill set. The other 2, that gets a little bit tougher, but it gets tougher because it's the big stuff. All the stuff worth having in life is gonna take the big stuff. All the stuff worth having. John Maxwell says all the stuff worth having is uphill. All the stuff worth having. All the experiences worth having. All the goals worth achieving. It's all uphill. And when we get our minds right about that, and we go to work on these things saying, you know what, I'm going to be a more mature version of myself tomorrow than I was today. I'm going to be a more mature version of myself a week from now than I am today. That's growth. That's winning. That's what the winners in life do. Guys, Holly and I love y'all so much. We think about you guys constantly, and you say, well, you're brand new. We haven't even met. We want you to win more than you can possibly know. We want you to win more than you can possibly imagine. So let's go out. Let's get it done, guys. September, October, November, December. I've been doing this 20 years. I have been doing this with the Alliance for 20 years. Every single September, October, November, December, every single year. So it's so exciting to get this time of year because every single year, massive things happen. Amazing things happen. Momentum takes over. I'm telling you, get yourself all caught up in it by putting in more activity than you ever thought possible. You'll get caught up in that momentum. I'm telling you, big things will happen for you too. Love y'all. Hammer down.